And welcome back to Suncoast View. There is an icon here on the Suncoast that you might not have met yet. His name is Frosty Sr., and he is Sarasota Jungle Gardens' 82-year-old performing cockatoo. Well, he is retiring. For over 40 years, Frosty has been performing daily in Sarasota Jungle Gardens' Parrot Show, riding his unicycle and his scooter. And we are very honored to welcome Frosty, who brought along a couple of his friends, Jordan Miller, an educator at Sarasota Jungle Gardens, and Krista Foster, the marketing coordinator. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, and he does not seem fazed by being on live television.
Nope.
But then he's an old pro at this.
Yes, definitely.
So at 82 years old, he is retiring. So where does 82, are there bird years? Where does it fall in kind of his lifespan?
So there are not bird years. These birds can actually live well into their 80s and their 90s. The average in captivity for cockatoos is around 70 or 80, but it is not unheard of to have cockatoos in their 100s even.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he still has
Yeah.
years, could have years of performing, but he's
Absolutely.
retiring now. Why?
Yes, so at his last annual vet checkup, they found that his eyesight is deteriorating, so they decided to take him off of our daily bird shows where he did the high wire, unicycle act, and the scooter behavior as well.
So he was working hard.
Yes, absolutely.
So really, kind of a question of his safety.
Definitely a safety thing.
Wow.
Yes.
But he still has quite a lot of pluck left in him.
Yes, lots of spunk, lots of energy.
And I think we
absolutely.
even have some images of some of the stuff that he has done over the years at Jungle Gardens. I'm sure that he's an audience favorite.
Definitely. Everyone loves him. People of all ages come just to see him, so he's a big favorite at Jungle
And
Gardens.
he likes the audiences
Oh,
too.
he
This is
loves
not a bad
attention.
thing for him to do. He
Not
likes
at
it.
all. Yes, he loves attention, always looking for attention, so it's one of his favorite things to
Well,
do.
he had great training, right?
Yes, so he actually was trained at Folsom Prison, which is really, really cool. In the 1950s, he was there as part of a rehabilitation program for the inmates. So they would help to train birds, and it would teach them responsibility and caring as well.
Wow. And we have an image of him right here. So
Yes.
is he one of the birds that will repeat things that he hears?
Not really a lot of talking, but he is very good at learning behaviors. So he has learned really, really cool behaviors throughout his life, mainly at Folsom Prison.
Not a lot of talking is probably what kept him active. People never got mad at him.
Yes,
There
well, I
you
was going to
go.
say those years at Folsom Prison, it's probably a good thing that he's not repeating anything
Definitely.
that he might have heard.
He was on the Ed Sullivan Show, which
He
was the
was.
#1 show in the world at that time.
So in the 60s, his really cool behaviors that he learned actually landed him a spot on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow. All right, so you did bring one of the tricks that I know
We
that
did.
he does. And for
Yes.
safety, we're going to make sure, because of the eyesight, we will kind of guide him a little.
Yes.
But let's talk about the unicycle. And as you kind of get him set up, just talk us through a little bit about what he does. How you
All
work
right,
with
so
him.
this is his scooter, and he always does his scooter in the show before the unicycle just to warm himself up. So right now we are going to see if he will perform his scooter behavior for
Okay,
us.
all right, go for it.
Not many
he's
birds do
whispering.
that.
You hear
Yes,
him
I'm hearing a
whispering?
little.
Ready, Frosty?
So he sort of talks under his breath.
Yes.
Oh, ho, ho.
Ready? Come here. You're good.
Ooh.
Come here.
Here, Frosty.
He says, "What are you talking about here?"
He said as he retired, I think he doesn't.
Come here.
He's not sure if he wants to do one last
You want to ride your scooter?
He says, "What's in it for me here?"
Don't worry, you have a big reward.
Oh, he's very
Well,
excited.
while you're working
There
with
we
him
go.
on the scooter,
Come here. It's right there.
Here.
one thing that people probably don't have to consider is you're in charge of full care for him. And so it
Yes.
isn't just when he's performing or when Jungle Gardens is open. It's all the time. What type of care does he require?
He gets awesome care from our bird zookeepers. So every day he gets
Good boy,
fed
come.
3 times a day. Come on, Frosty. You can do it. Good boy. Hi. As you can see, he definitely loves the spotlight.
You know
So-
what? That is good enough for us. He does not have to take his last ride on this show. We will look forward to it. Tell me about some of the other acts and exhibits that you have.
So we are actually in the bird show. Since he is being removed from it, we have some awesome birds that are going to take his spot. So we have an umbrella cockatoo named Frosty Jr.
He's nodding his head.
Yep.
Frosty Jr.,
Yes, he
any
was.
relation? Is he passing on the torch?
Yes, so to speak. He is not the same species. It is an umbrella cockatoo, but Frosty Jr. loves to paint. So in the bird show, he is going to be painting at the end of our bird show, which is really, really awesome to watch, and it's something that he enjoys doing. So we think that will be an awesome addition to our bird show.
So you find out what the bird likes to do.
Yes.
And then let him do it in the
Yep,
show.
absolutely. So all of our birds have different personalities. They all have stuff they enjoy doing, so we absolutely let them do that, and guests love to see it, and the birds love it as well. Right,
And I
Frosty?
understand that he's going to have a retirement party, so
Yes.
tell us about that.
So on October 20th and 21st, it's a Saturday and Sunday, we are going to have a retirement party for Frosty where guests can come out, get their picture taken with Frosty for free, and those 2 days, all children admission will be half off.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, it'll be awesome.
And so Frosty, what will he do after retirement, after all the years of performing? What do we expect for him next?
So Frosty will still be viewable every single day. He will be on his open air perch in our gardens, and every day we actually have dance parties with Frosty. It's kind of like aerobics for him. It's some stimulus for him because he still loves attention. He still loves hanging out with our zookeepers, so he loves to dance. We discovered that, so every day we have dance parties with him, which is awesome.
Speaking of loving to dance, I did hear that he does have a particular song that he enjoys, which I think we have prepped for him this morning.
Awesome.
So maybe
Wonderful.
we can get a little dance party going on here on the
see.
set of Suncoast View.
No
Let's
problem.
see if we can. Are you excited? Do you want to dance?
He is dancing to our theme song.
We're all dancing. Join in,
How you
Frosty.
doing? You want to dance?
There, he's got the head bob. That's like me at a wedding. So that's
There you
about what I get. Thank you so much for bringing
Thank
out
you
Frosty.
very, very much.
You can come help Frosty celebrate. Jungle Gardens is hosting Frosty's official retirement party October 20th and 21st. You can find more
There we
information
go.
online, sarasotajunglegardens.com.